Okay, so we're 85% of the way through the game now. Thank God. I'm just beelining the main story now. It did the thing again where I went to run and it thought I was shift tabbing. I forget that every time. I really gotta just like, every time I have to shift tab out, I really should come back in and then hit shift just to get out of the way so it doesn't fuck me over later, because I have died a couple times thanks to it.
Dylan points out a good fact, and that is MDB doesn't want to hear about our sex life because he wants to see it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you see, I call you a cam girl because I actually want you to be a cam girl.
I'd be the worst cam girl.
You would just start getting singing requests.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's all that happens when I'm alone with live people.
Exactly. When you're alone with live people, as opposed to being around the dead.
I mean, I've never been asked by a dead person to sing.
That is true. You know what? I haven't either. It's funny how this trend seems to continue.
I guess the dead just don't like music.
See, chat
hey, that's
was
racist.
Mistaken. Chat was mistaken. Mo doesn't want to see the Mandy and Dylan's sex life because he is their sex life.
Yeah, I was there. Why is this guy leading me into an alley? This guy's totally gonna try and ambush me, isn't he?
I wish I could throw knives at zombies and then have them explode.
Well, the fucking thugs decided to ambush me with baseball bats instead of, you know, guns.
Oh dear.
Wow, holy shit, how did they win? Swear to God, I better get my weapon back. Wow, I didn't. That's, I hope he still has it in him and I can get it back because that's only my best weapon. Throwing mechanics in this game are really good. As soon as I get in that alley, I'm gonna just use the fucking rage ability. You know what? I don't know where the fuck that ambush happened. Fuck it, I guess I just lose the weapon now. I'm gonna leave it alone. Ah, God! What the fuck? I hate that. There's like one in every like 2,000 zombies has a knife and throws it at you.
Ugh.
And it does insane damage, and you never see it coming.
Yeah.
Just like in real life.
Just
The
like
zombies
real
always throwing knives and you never see it coming. Does insane damage.
I mean, there's knife-throwing zombies. They're really a problem in the community today.
Yeah. In my community specifically. My community's toxic.
They are
Chat,
pretty fucking toxic.
Chat, you're toxic.
You
Stop being
are.
toxic. Why are you always like doxing zombies and shit?
Yeah, wait, what?
Why would you harass the zombies? They don't even demand that we sing.
Yeah. Those musicist zombies.
You're on their side.
You know, I honestly don't know why someone didn't use one of those second floor storage crates as a hideout.
I don't know. It would be a good spot. All you have to do is like, okay, here's how you beat the zombie horde. You you live in a home high up, and then you fucking break the stairs, or barricade the stairs. And then when you need to get out, you use like a window with a plank. And then if zombies somehow get up onto a rooftop that's nearby, and they could climb across, you withdraw the plank.
I forget, can zombies climb in this game?
I think they can climb very small heights. Like, if I had climbed up that ladder, I don't think they would have followed.
Okay. See?
But I'm not 100% sure. They can jump up some things, but it feels really arbitrary what they can and can't jump up. Wow, that one zombie took the bullet for another one.
Good guy zombie.
He jumped in the way, yeah. I mean, he died for it.
I don't know. You continue
Fuck
your
you, Ash. Oh, fuck you, Ash.
It's just saying bros for life.
No, they're not alive. That's all.
Oh yeah, bros.
Yeah!
Bros for death.
Bros for death.
You know, I never understood why you don't carry those gas canisters with one hand, because they have a fucking handle on them.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's so you can have it in throwing position at all times.
Why would you want to do that when you have guns and baseball bats and shit?
I don't know. It made more sense to carry it one-handed by your side so you could quickly put it down and use your weapon.
Oh shit, I'm surrounded. Probably should throw my fuel into a crowd of zombies. Whatever.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, even if it is full to the fucking brim, is that really an effective use? And it's a jerry can. What if it breaks? Then there goes all your fuel. It's just gonna spill all over the ground. You're not getting that back. Okay, the game wants me to drive through here. This is the waypoint. Am I gonna... Oh god. Oh, this is a mess. Oh god. Am I stuck? I'm stuck. Cool. I guess I just gotta carry the rest of the way. Ah, fuck, what just hurt me? Fucking, is something attacking me through the wall? I don't... How did that zombie catch on fire?
You did a good job of driving there.
Well, some of the shit you can just drive through and some you can't. The tables are invincible, but the chairs fall right over.
Just like real life.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. Dying Light is such a good game, and this is so shit.
Yeah. Dying Light is much better.
Yeah.
It is a genuinely solid open world game.
Yes,
if that is your kind of a game, it is probably one of the best in the genre, because that genre is full of dumb bullshit.
Yeah.
And that game is legitimately good.
I know, and it's so strange that these people made that game.
Yeah, that was Techland, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, they were the ones responsible.
Yeah, and then Dead Island 2 is not being made by Techland, so I'm wondering if actually Dead Island 2 might be good as well. Like, it's a totally different studio, but I think I don't remember if it was you or, it was either you or it was Dylan who on stream ended up looking into the new company that is doing Dead Island 2, and it seems like they mostly did, like, sports games and racing games and stuff, so it's iffy on, you know... Well, that's the thing, is, like, they're really successful and made a lot of games, but it was racing games, I think.
Yeah.
And that doesn't translate well. You know who else did almost entirely budget title racing games? The company who, the developers behind Ride to Hell Retribution. They almost exclusively did budget racing games. They did, like, 50 of them.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that jerry can is comically effective at knocking over zombies.
Yeah, it was
That was
Techland who made
incredible.
Dying Light, yeah. Yeah, they made Dying Light.
Huh.
What was the game before Dying Light? Oh, they were
Dead Island.
They were responsible for Dead Island Definitive Edition, so...
Okay. That's interesting, because I thought they wouldn't be working on anything Dead Island after, you know, the license was passed around.
Okay, so they did Hellride the Escape, which I don't know what that is.
I've never heard of it.
They did Call of Juarez.
Oh, that was good, wasn't it? I've heard good things about that.
They were decent games. They did Dead Island, yeah, so Dying Light was just 2 games after that.
Okay.
After Riptide.
So everything they make is, like, it's not AAA or anything, but everything they make is known.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Dying Light's probably the most known.
Yeah.
Most known for being
Dead Island
good.
was a big deal when it came out. Like, Dead Island got a lot of publicity, but it very quickly turned negative.
Dying Light is the most known good game they've done.
Yeah.
Like, I remember Dead Island coming out, the hype was unreal.
Yeah.
It's because that trailer was so good, and, like, it was nothing like the trailer.
That's why I don't believe trailers. Like, I think that Civilization 6 is going to be awesome because I watched the developers play the video game on their YouTube channel where they just flat out have the developers play it so they can explain to you how it works and why they're doing what they're doing as they play it, and it's absolutely fascinating. because the developer insight is so cool and it's something you don't often hear, especially before the game comes out.
Yeah, that's cool.
And they flew out a bunch of YouTubers to Baltimore where they make the game, and just let a bunch of big strategy YouTubers play the game, record footage, and upload it on their own channels.
I'm from Baltimore.
Fucking Baltimore, Maryland. Only fucking losers are from... I don't know anything about Baltimore. I only know that Baltimore is in Maryland because there are some wrestlers from Baltimore, so I always hear from Baltimore, Maryland. I'm not literate. But I hear that they don't fuck it up when they do the announcing. I do.
Yeah.
I'm actually out of money for like the first time in this game. It's just repairing shit.
You know, I think I heard something about Dying Light being the game that Techland wanted to make when they made Dead Island, but they were kind of forced to do something like this.
Yeah, I get the distinct feeling that when I play this game, like, I get the distinct feeling that the project was like the ideas and the direction of where it's going was kind of changed around a lot in development, and what gives me that impression is the tonal shifts. And that's like one of my biggest criticisms of the game, aside from the ridiculous glitches, is like there are enormous tonal shifts. Like all the quests are named after movie references, and then like you're walking around like paddling zombies, and it's all like goofy. And then like you've got these serious quests where it's like, my dad's a zombie. These bandits raped and killed my wife. And like, it's like this is a complete tonal shift. It's so ridiculous.
Dead Rising had that feeling too.
Yeah, but Dead Rising went pure comedy pretty fast.
It did.
These bandits raped and killed my wife. Go get them. The quest accepted. Wake me up before you go. I imagine that's how it feels.
All right, brother.
I think we killed. No.
One last thing.
No, I was thinking, I just remembered a horrible song. You said wake me up before you go. And for some reason, my brain, what the fuck is wrong with the left side of his hair? Every once in a while when he turns his head, it just starts rotating. I think the physics fucked up.
There's dreadlocks though.
Yeah.
That should do it.
Oh, I gotta go back to the resort. This means that the cutscene's gonna happen soon. But yeah, you said wake me up before you go, and for some reason my head remembered wake me up before September ends? Was it September in that song?
Yeah, it
That
is.
song was so fucking popular and so fucking awful.
That's the
Green
second question,
Day-
that was fine.
Green Day really regretted making that song because every September, like, their Twitter just gets flooded with people saying "wake up."
Awesome.
So, like, every year they're like, "Shut the fuck up, we're awake."
That's all. Okay, yeah, it's every time this dude turns his head to the left or to his right, the bottom of his hair it's just a solid chunk of matter that starts twisting. God, that's weird.
It's really weird.
Still, when it comes to the king of annoying music, my early high school days, the bus, like, there was always bad pop music on the bus radio, but early high school had the worst.
What were some of your least favorites?
Oh, the absolute worst one by far was, Where Did I Go Wrong Along the Way? That song, I heard it 3 times a day, twice in the morning, once in the afternoon, for a fucking year. That was so popular on that shitty adult alternative station that they would play.
It's a pretty whiny song. It's pretty
I
bad.
hate that fucking whiny, god-awful song.
It's pretty bad, I have to agree.
How to save a life. Na, 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 na. It's like fucking PTSD.
We got a shit ton of Katy Perry, and it was really obnoxious as well.
Yep, we got that too.
Just-
Now, here's what you gotta keep in mind with Canadian radio. First of all, a lot of our radio stations in southern Canada are just from Buffalo, New York.
Canadio.
And second thing you need to know about Canada, we have an absurdly stupid law that guarantees that we need to put up with a lot of dumb bullshit here.
Yeah.
Where where at least 30% of our media that airs has to be made within Canada. Which means, holy fucking shit, did we get Bieber mania worse than you?
Oh.
Because here's the thing, there are a lot of Canadian oh, Jesus, enemies. There are a lot of Canadian Jesus. There are a lot of Canadian people in media that just go to the United States at some point. But they still count as Canadian in terms of our rule.
Right.
So what ends up happening is they're small in Canada. We never hear the end of them because they're like, what? Someone in Canada is starting to pick up attention. Radio play, radio play, radio play. We got to get the Canadian 30% over and done with. And then they become a megastar in America, and they're like, oh, this person's popular now? Look, we were doing it first. Let's play them 10 times more.
No! No.
So we had so much Bieber.
Bieber fever.
We had so much Bieber.
Oh, I
It
can't.
hurt.
It hurts just to think about it.
Because think about how much Bieber you guys got.
Yeah.
And then remember, he's Canadian. So that 30%, you can just fill it all with Bieber.
But I need to do it alone.
God.
And fuck it, he's popular, so go above 30%. They would use him for the Canadian block, and then him for the international block, too. Oh my god, it's the cutscene!
No.
Just look into... Okay, this is the definitive edition, so it might look better, I don't know, but look at her hands, look at the gun, and look at her eyes. Those are the parts that fuck up here.
Right.
Also, what the fuck are the particle effects? It's zooming in too much, so there's just balls of fluff all over. Because the particles are too big. Okay, so her hand and the gun just clip like crazy, and her cold dead eyes. So she's going back home to see if her dad has become a zombie yet. Why? I don't know. Oh my god.
This is pretty good.
I can tell you right now, it does look slightly better than before.
This is some
But
choice animation.
We have beautiful screenshots of how it used to be. It's already slightly better, but still bad. Her hand isn't clipping with the gun too bad yet. Not Carl. We had a whole quest with him.
Oh god, yeah, her eyes do look completely dead.
I love you, Dad.
Wow, they really improved this cutscene in this one. Like, it was still shit, but this is a huge improvement over what it used to be. Oh my god, the picture! It looks so badly photoshopped! I forgot about that. Okay, so in the original, her hand was clipping hardcore with her gun, where her finger, like, wasn't on the trigger, it was, like, on the barrel. And then it cut to the picture and it zoomed in really far and everything, and it looked like the worst, most photoshopped picture in the world. And it was super low quality, so it looked like there were a bunch of zombies in the background. I was like, when the fuck was this taken? Scenic vacation picture with the zombies. It was so good. Like, we were laughing at that point in the playthrough.
Oh god. I gotta go back and see that.
Oh my god, it was incredible. Alright, fast travel to the lab. Okay. I am drenched in sweat more than yesterday. It's the humidity. It's colder than yesterday, but it's more humid.
Ugh.
Like, where my... the entire wall of cardboard beside me just lurched over.
Oh god, no.
I hope that didn't cause any echo. My studio's falling apart. You guys can't see it, but my studio, like, literally, I ripped a bunch of cardboard boxes and taped it to all the walls. The entire walls are lined with cardboard.
I can see them, actually.
Yeah, you can see a little bit, but you can't see all of it. Like, literally, it's all over. I also collect egg cartons to put up.
Yeah.
Like, my room looks hilarious. I can't imagine what the property manager thought when he came in here.
I mean...
But they know YouTube is my job, so, like, they're actually really supportive of it. Like, the superintendent, like, sharing my videos with his friends.
Before I got carpeting, I used to put a cardboard box over my head anytime I was recording.
Yeah, I can understand the need to do that.
I would just wear a cardboard box.
I don't have carpeting in here, so literally I just have piles of stuff all over the ground. Like, I have car floor mats all over the ground. I have pieces of discarded cardboard all over, blankets all over, pillows thrown all over. Like, it's an obstacle. The other side of the room is just an obstacle course. And I just have some room here for my chair, so I can, like, wheel around a bit. Right, so I'm going to the laboratory.
Retro would like to know, have you ever played Evil Genius?
He's fucking with you. It's my favorite video game. I streamed it. The whole
Sorry.
playthrough is on my YouTube channel. Cool, the place is full of zombies now. Right, so what I was saying before the cardboard fell down and distracted me was where my arm is planted on my corner desk here, it's just it's like literally a puddle. It's a puddle of sweat.
Oh.
And yet I'm still streaming for you guys because I am a dedicated member of Hitbox and I will stream for every day of Camp Hitbox. It's the
Yay.
first year of Camp Hitbox and I'm streaming for every fucking day of it. Which is why, whenever you look at the Camp Hitbox tab of people participating in Camp Hitbox, I am always at the very top of it. Because most of the streamers who are bigger than me are just like the people who came in from Twitch and don't give a shit about Hitbox.
Right.
I actually care about the community, which is why I participate in stuff like Camp Hitbox.
I actually really like Hitbox. It's nice.
Me too, and the staff is always so nice, and the community is so nice.
They are.
And everyone just wants to see the website succeed. It's great.
It
I
is.
hope everything fails. I hope you.
Fuck you, Ash!
Oh. You probably stream on Beam.
Yeah!
Have you even heard of Beam? I didn't until yesterday. Beam is another streaming service that Microsoft just bought the other day, and that's why I heard about it. But I looked on their website. It's actually a really slick website design, but it doesn't seem like anyone uses it. I don't know about how it's run and what the streaming limits are, so I can't really tell you if it's any good. I can just tell you the web design is really
He
slick.
took my blood once, then again and again. He wanted to bleed me dry, and when I asked him why, he was surprised.
Yep, the guy we said early on is probably going to be an evil guy turned out to be an evil guy.
Oh, really?
A person can only lose so much blood.
Orally.
I locked myself in the cage to get away from him. He
Yarly.
tried to open it using that computer. He opened them all. And those things jumped on him and tore him apart. I screamed, but no one came.
Westy's dead? How can that be?
To be honest, the only streamer you watch on Hitbox is me. You should surf around Hitbox sometime. There are a lot of good quality streams here that are just unfortunately unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Like I came in from YouTube, so I came in with a bit of an audience already.
Dylan says, check out Ash's stream at meatspin.com. That sounds pretty legit.
You can find it at what was it? ilovehitler.sexy, which is a web domain that I believe Doug bought.
Oh my god.
You're about to leave the island. Once you travel to the prison, you won't be able to go back. Make sure you're ready to continue. Oh, I never want to come back to the island.
Now take it and don't bloody lose it.
All right, we're going to Act 4. We're going to beat the game today, folks.
Woohoo!
These cutscenes are so fucking dramatic. It's amazing.
No, it's great.
Sam B leading the ship in his fucking pirate outfit.
I love it.
Not very many, unfortunately.
I do genuinely think that the playable characters in this game, like, as characters, are really cool. Like, the idea behind the characters are really cool. Like, Sam B is a failed rapper who's a one-hit wonder, so he just tours around playing his one hit. That's a genuinely interesting idea for a character.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah. Logan is an alcoholic who never got over the fact that after a freak knee injury, he lost all of his fame as a quarterback.
Yep.
Which is why he was a throwing weapons expert, because, you know, he's good at throwing. He was a football
Right.
player and everything, but he injured his knee and couldn't play anymore, and he used to be, like, famous, so he couldn't get over the loss of fame and became an alcoholic.
That makes sense.
Jean is a Hong Kong police officer, which is cool. And Pern is the character that no one gives a shit about. She's the Rochelle.
Oh, I like Rochelle.
And Perna is Rochelle.
I like Rochelle.
Unfortunately, Logan's also a white guy, so he immediately is the worst character.
Yeah. Yeah. He's tan. He's got a tribal tattoo, brah. Maybe he's Samoan. Wait a minute. He's not fat enough to be Samoan.
He could have some Aborigine blood or something.
That's no fun when you try and make it sound like what I said wasn't an offensive joke. Like, I'm just running away from the guy who's talking because I know where the next quest will be. Oh no, is that the fucking intercom?
We were attacked. And get this.
Fuck your voiceover.
Think they've been bitten. What the fuck? Ah, look at the fine ass on that one. Stay back. Oh shit.
So edgy. We walk into the prison. First thing happens is the dude grabs his dick and says, look at the fine ass on that one.
Oh.
Edgy.
Oh.
Infected. Don't you recognize me, bro?
Maybe I do, maybe no.
You recognize these?
Nice, brother. But what I really need is a couple of those, right?
We got weapons way better than guns. These people are immune, man. They get bit, they don't get infected. Maybe you could help each other out.
How?
We want to get to Block C.
You heard what the lady said. We want to get to Block C.
Fuck. The writing is so bad. We want to get to Block C! You heard what the lady said. We want to get to Block C. Are you trying to intimidate this guy? What the fuck are you doing?
Don't know. It's not working.
It's not working at all. And did his eyes just roll up into the back of his head? Was that intentional? As it was fading out. What the fuck is Jin doing on the left? She was just sliding back and forth on her ass. That was weird. Yeah, we're really close to the end of the game. What does the game think we are? It thinks we're 91% of the way through.
Cell A314. Been here longer than you've been alive. Mean son of a bitch. You get him out and bring him here.
Good lip flap.
What to do.
It's so in sync.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand.
Can't get you out of my heart. I don't know any NSYNC songs. So I just started singing 3-count songs.
I know way too many NSYNC songs.
I know 3-count songs. That was a boy band wrestling stable in the dying days of WCW.
That sounds amazing.
They were awesome. It was Sugar Shane Helms, Shannon Moore, and Evan Courageous. And they looked like a boy band. It was great. Like, they came into the ring, they got mega heat. It was the dying days of WCW, so they would, like, try anything. And they actually pulled it off where they'd, like, come out, and at the beginning, like, they'd come out, they'd have, like, the earpiece, or the mouthpiece microphone thing in, like, the earpiece into a mouthpiece microphone, and they'd clearly be lip-syncing, and they'd be, like, doing a dance routine to their entrance theme as they come out. It was really good. They get the shit boot out of them, because, like, the base of WCW was Atlanta, Georgia, so it's like that real, it's that southern wrestling style, so they didn't like these northern boy bands, even though, like, I believe 2 of them from North Carolina.
I live in Atlanta. Well, a little outside of it, anyway. Yovner wants to know, what are you going to play next?
I don't know, because I'm going to beat the game today, so I'm going to have another day of Camp Hitbox. I'm going to have to think of another game that fits with the theme.
Sorry,
Like Dying Light. Like Dying Light.
Sorry, you're being
No.
hunted.
Maybe Sir, You're Being Hunted, I need to look into that more, and make sure
It's
there aren't
so-
any technical difficulties and everything, because you never know.
It's
It's
so good.
streaming. Not Dying Light, because I want to save that for later. I want to make sure I'm not burnt out on this kind of game.
Like Dying Light. I just keep saying it.
Oh, you know what also would be good? Consuming Shadow.
Yep, that would be good. Because it's like a horror story kind of thing.
Yeah, it's got that Lovecraftian horror going on.
There's
Oh,
of course Don't Starve, where it's got the camping vibe and the
Yeah, that's
horror
a good
vibe, but everyone's doing that one, so I'll hold off on that.
Oh, how about Dead by Daylight?
Which one was Dead by Daylight again? Oh, right, that was the like story-driven winter thing. No, fuck that.
No,
I
no,
liked it.
not Until Dawn. Dead by Daylight
Oh, okay, yeah, Dead by Daylight's a different one, right?
Yeah.
That one, I don't think I'd be able to get enough people together for it.
is... Aw, because that one would be great.
Yeah.
You could do Left for Dying Light.
No! God,
Consuming Dying Light. Silent Dying Light.
Don't Dying Light.
Fuck. Correct, don't.
The Elder Scrolls 6. Dying Light.
It's my favorite Elder Scrolls game. You know, the one where they introduced zombies and parkour. I always thought, well, introduce zombies. There were already zombies. But you know, that's what I always thought is that the worst thing about Skyrim is they took out the parkour skill.
Aww.
I mean, technically they did.
Yeah. It was just, it was called acrobatics. And when you level it up enough, it was basically parkour.
Dead by dying light. This chat's funny.
I think he mispronounced shitty.
Dylan says you should do Payday 2. I heard it's really good and you'd probably like it.
It does have horror levels. Every Halloween it gets a new Halloween heist.
It does.
And they're genuinely really good, too. Just making sure I got all my weapons back. I think it's infinitely spawning zombies right now. Why is turning off the alarm pushing it up?
I don't know. Australia. Everything's backwards in Australia.
Yeah. And upside down. And has a dumb accent. Okay, what am I doing now? Did I rescue the guy?
Oh, you could play FTL faster than Dying Light.
Oh. It's funny how they got that acronym wrong.
Yeah.
Really don't know how they did that. It was really impressive how dumb it was that they got that acronym wrong. Great escort quest. We all know how good the AI is. Super Saiyan Densetsu? I don't think that's a horror game.
No.
I mean, the translation that I play is horrible, so does that count? I intentionally play the worst translation I could find because it's the one I grew up with and it's hilarious. There are good translations. It's on the same website. You just go to romhacking.net and they have a category for translations for ROMs and it's really good. It's just fan-made translations and they have a great track record on it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why there are vending machines in this prison. That's a good point. Play a Neo Scavenger? I want to make a big series out of that, so I don't think it'd be good to start on Camp Hitbox.
I mean,
Because then one thing would have the branding and nothing else would. But Neo Scavenger is really cool. In fact, I've never seen the ending and I don't know where the plot goes. I've intentionally not looked into where the plot goes because I find it absolutely fascinating.
as for the vending machines, I mean, like, maybe the police officers have access to them. They might need a snack.
Maybe. Also, they're not police officers, they're correctional officers.
I guess.
Well, it's a prison. Not a
Yeah.
not a fucking it's well, actually, you know what? I don't know what country is governing the place we're in because I think it's supposed to be a fictional island resort nation off like not too far away from Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean also the fictional nation of New Zealand? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Good to see you back, brothers. Go in.
So it yeah, I don't know if they have private prisons or state prisons.
So, so Mandy thought this prison had police officers, and Mo had to correct her.
Yep. I guess I'm a correctional officer.
I guess you can't fucking speak.
I guess you're dumb. Man, I really got her on that one.
Gotcha, bitch.
Ah, man, I'm a
Wanna buy
genius.
something decent? I'm the guy to deal with.
What's that noise?
I don't know, what was that? A phone?
Is that on my end?
I heard it in my headset.
Well, Mandy, this is all your fault.
Must be.
It's okay.
I didn't recognize the ringtone, so I assumed it wasn't mine.
Huh.
Oh, this is a good. Well, Mandy, this is your
So I
fault,
want to get
but it's
Block
okay.
C.
We can't think any less of you.
Fuck you.
You're already the bottom of the barrel.
I am not. I'm not Ash.
That's a good point.
Hey, I am the barrel.
Hey, chat, you can solve this argument right now with one hashtag. You tell me in one hashtag who is the worst. But if you don't hashtag it, then it's not true, so...
Obviously, it's gonna be me.
Oh, by the way, everybody, for if you're watching this live on August 13th, go tweet happy birthday at Sir Crackerbulb on Twitter. Unless you're watching this on YouTube weeks after, then tweet it at him anyway.
I don't want to stay here with them.
Even if it's not his birthday. If you're watching this video right now, go tweet Sir Crackerbulb and tell him happy birthday.
Chat has spoken. It's definitely Ash. He's getting all the Ash tags.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's impressive to be so shit that you actually have hashtags named after you. And I don't mean that in the way of like, oh, he's you know, he's got a hashtag. No. People have renamed hashtags ashtags after Ash. That is next level being shit.
I came up with hashtag.
Yeah. And people adopted it because they hate you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's how that works. Shit. I'll use this. Actually, no, I should save that for a big enemy.
He's on his way. Titus says we all gotta listen to
God, this prison sucks.
I mean, most prisons do suck.
Hey, don't generalize.
I mean, it's prison. No one wants to go there.
Hey, don't generalize. Some people want to go to prison.
Really?
Yeah. Hillary Clinton really wants to go to prison, and yet she somehow keeps staying out of it. Whoa, topical! This show is really annoying. Why does anyone watch? Like, I tell a shitty joke and then we all start yelling.
God damn it.
Show is terrible. Again, it's like when Savvy, who's like I think she's the head community manager now, of Hitbox. Savvy tweeted out, she's like, "Look at all these sexy people streaming a Camp Hitbox," and it's like the list of all the Camp Hitbox streamers, and I was at the top by like 5 times above the second highest, and I was like, "Why am I at the top? My stream sucks." And she's like, "Well, you had the most viewers," and I said, "But I keep telling my viewers to stop watching because my stream is shit and they won't stop watching."
My viewers watch me out of spite.
I like how... Wow, what the fuck? I just got shot dead. Were those guys not on my side? Because they weren't shooting me, they were shooting the zombies. I thought they were on my side. Okay, that was a little bullshit. Alright, high voltage sickle it is. Apparently they're rebels? Okay, if the fucking criminals of the prison are on my side, why am I fighting these random correctional officers? Aren't we gonna work together in this one?
Police brutality.
Jesus. Yeah, why are the correctional officers our enemies?
I don't know. I guess you broke into a prison. That's trespassing.
I've unlocked a few doors in my day, you know? But there's nothing I can do here. This lock's tamper-proof, man. And I need the master key. Only the senior guards have those. So, get the master key...
GameStop, best hose around.
Got it?
You can count on it.
Alright, the senior guard should have the key. When all hell broke loose, he hid out in his office with 3 of his thugs. The office is down that corridor. I'll stay here and fiddle with this fucker.
I'll sit around and fuck with this fiddler.
Oh.
I'm doing the
then.
gag where I switch around the words he said. It's really funny. I heard it's really big on the YTube. I'm YouTube famous now.
You are so popular.
Wow, you can't aim worth a shit. I like to think that Rebel was yelling, "Keep your head down" at me. He's trying to give me advice as to how to not get shot. And then I killed him.
Retro makes up a good point, and that is that you have so many viewers and you're always on the top of the list because all of us have Stockholm Syndrome.
More or less, yeah.
We all have PTMTBSD.
Fuck. I can't believe you remembered that stupid fucking acronym.
No, that was PTCPSD.
Oh my god, stop! Ah!
You know what game I really want to stream soon, though? Is
Sunny 2.
Hearts of Iron 4.
Sunny 2!
I need to do a playthrough of Sunny 2 where I get you in for co-commentary.
That would be so cool!
And then, like, you can relive all the old voice lines.
Oh god, like, I sound like such a noob in that game. It was one of my first times ever voice acting. I was like 17.
Yeah. Well, you can... Now you can redo the lines even better.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure... It could be my memory being bad on, like, it's been a long time since I played that game. But, I don't remember the audio quality being very low. It could just be because I think there were a lot of audio effects on your voice, because I think all the zombies had, like, a lot of audio effects on.
They did.
Wow. They ravaged me.
My microphone at the time wasn't bad. I had an interface, and I had a decent microphone. It was a little Tascam.
They, oh cool! The guy I was supposed to be protecting is laying flat on the ground playing dead.
Hearts of Dying Light 4, Sunny 2.
It's the best crossover.
Right? I would play that.
God damn it, I hate that happens. Every time you throw a weapon, or sorry, every time you throw a, like, explosive barrel, it automatically replaces whatever weapon is in your hand with a gun to try and shoot the barrel. Great, I gotta go retrieve that.
Oh, speaking of me voice acting in games, there's a stream of a game debuting next weekend in which I'm a voice actor for.
What game?
It's called UKSRT 8. It's a rhythm game. It's a tournament.
Well, make sure to pass that on to me when it happens and I can promote that for you.
I will. I think you should come see it.
I can't promise I'll have time because I've been so busy recently, but I can try my best.
Okay.
KK. The number of the beast! The letter of the beast is KKK.
But don't they do everything in the name of Jesus?
The KKK?
Yeah.
They say so, but it's a front.
Yeah.
They're actually Satan.
If anything, they're just cancer.
Actually, they misspoke. They're actually wearing satin. They're one with satin. Which honestly is a good choice. I mean, I don't often praise the KKK. Okay, well, I praise the KKK a lot off stream, but, you know.
So that's why you're friends with a Nazi.
One day someone's gonna take me seriously and is really gonna fuck me over.
I know, me too.
Okay, this guy just gave me deadly sledgehammer, and the damage is like 200. I picked up a cleaver, just like a junk weapon cleaver, that did 400 damage. There's a mandatory quest item earlier in the game that does more damage than this called Gabriel's sledgehammer.
Oh, wow.
Why the fuck is this weapon so shit?
Looks like we're gonna be here a while, so we need some food. My boys get too hungry, they get cranky, they get mean. Things could get rough. How about you go for the kitchen and bring us back some food?
God, it feels like so much of this game is just wasting your time. It's just fetch quests for people. Now he's telling me to go to the kitchen and get him food. He's telling me to go make him a sandwich. Like, this is fucking stupid. And I'll tell you right now, this goes directly into the final quest of the game. Like, I just do a few fucking chores for these people, and he's like, okay, I'll open the door to the part of the prison you want to go to now, and then you go there, and there's the final boss. It's fucking ridiculous.
Go make me a sandwich.
Like, they just wanted to make the game longer, and so they just start wasting your time.
So funny.
Well, that was a massacre.
Overlord and Evil says you're a prison bitch.
Yeah, I am. Logan's a prison bitch. If Sam B was here, he wouldn't be putting up with this.
Alex G6464 says he's telling you to make his sandwich even though you're not Perna or Sean.
God damn it. Get Jin to do it. She's already incompetent. God damn it. I shoot an explosive barrel, and what reward do I get for it? One of the flaming zombie corpses flies into me and does damage. Still significantly less bullshit than the time when I spawned in a zone standing on top of an already flaming zombie.
Perfect.
If I had low health, that would have killed me.
Yeah.
I would have killed for having the audacity to go to the fucking zone where the game was telling me to go.
Yep.
Not to be confused with Audacity, the audio program.
Yes.
Which really is a terrible name for it.
Why?
Because it just makes it sound like, that's an Audacity! You know, it makes it sound negative.
I guess.
I don't know, like, would you ever call your fucking... Would you ever call your architecture, like, blueprint program really fucking shitty blueprints? No.
Yes.
Would you call it disaster? Would you call it apocalypse?
Yes.
I mean, we would, but fucking, we also do internet shit, so we get popular off doing stupid things.
Yeah. I mean, shit posting is half of what we do.
No,
Exactly, it pays off for us.
I'd call my architecture blueprint program Cut Corners.
Yeah, there you go.
Cut corners, I love it.
Now, you're sure this blueprint's secure? Yes. Yes, I am.
You should find some weapons there. All kinds of shit.
Just got a big watermark over the front that just says cut corners.
So there's a fucking army of those things in there. Tell you
MDB swatch, MDB is on top, Ash under, and Mandy in the middle. Is chat talking
my.
about a threesome with us?
I guess?
I haven't been looking at the chat because I just figured, you know, you guys are taking care of the chat.
awesome. Bring weapons,
Like, they've been posting nothing but bullshit this whole time.
now get going.
I would, don't fucking judge me. I don't know what that's in reference to. Making a sandwich?
Oh no.
Is it making a sandwich or being a prison bitch? I almost said prism bitch, which just being a very shapely bitch. Not a good shape, but shapely. Talk to Titus. Okay. Oh, he's just got another quest for me on the spot? Or... Oh no, never mind, the quest just didn't update yet.
Who the fuck are you?
So I gotta go to an armory and sell Block B. This is just a backtracking zone. This is how they end the game, is just shit ton of backtracking. It sucks. And there are like 15 side quests you can do here if you want to. That just waste your time. There's no music. It's just silent.
That's awkward.
So shitty. This game is so shitty. It's unbelievable. That's how Canadians say unbelievable.
Yes.
Because Canadians are believers.
Oh god, no. Apparently, Anne Frank would have been a believer. Justin Bieber went to her house.
Yeah, I remember that. And he didn't he like tweet out saying like she would be a believer?
Yes.
And he signed in the guest book.
Fucking douchebag.
Way to make Anne Frank all about yourself, Bieber.
I know.
Apparently he's been chilling out on the being a fucking psychopath recently.
He has. I think that
he's finally getting a bit of a reality check. Unfortunately, that's what happens to people who get very famous very young, is they get really detached from reality.
Yeah.
And some people never grow out of it. Kanye West.
Yeah, God.
There are a lot of YouTubers actually. There are a lot of YouTubers actually who got really popular and are really popular in their teenage years who are like fucking narcissists because like that fucks with you when you get super popular super early. Like, and some people don't break out of it. I mean, a great example. Look at how and even he'll like talk about how it was really bad for a while. Ego Raptor. He's beloved now, but when he was a teenager, he was a shithead.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, like you had to deal with him back in the Newgrounds days, and like he had a hard time growing up because like fucking he got really famous online in the early days of Newgrounds when he was like 14.
Yeah,
and that's not an easy thing to cope with when you're a kid. You get a big head.
Yeah, I was one of the most popular sound designers on Newgrounds, if not the most popular one at the time. And I extended my friendship to him and was really nice to him, and he just threw it back in my face and said, "You're a talentless hack and you'll go nowhere in life." And I was like, oh, yeah, okay, fuck you then.
and again, nowadays, he's actually a really nice guy. I actually had to inform you how much he chilled out because you obviously, for good reason, didn't keep up with him after that.
Yeah, I was...
Believe it or not, that was a bit of a turnoff. Oh god,
really
this room's full of dudes with guns.
Long time.
Yeah, but like nowadays, he's actually a genuinely really nice guy. And he looks back with regret on that shit, because like even he'll talk about like, you know, he's got he makes fun of like all the old cringeworthy photos of himself, like fucking posing with a trench coat with no shirt under it with a katana.
Oh my god.
Like there's an entire meme that's Edgelord Ego Raptor, where you just put stupid Edgelord captions, and it's like, you know, well, you were working out to get the ladies, I was mastering the art of the katana, and then you caption that on like a picture of Ego, and you put that as a picture of like Newgrounds Ego Raptor. It's so good!
Christ!
It's so funny!
Holy shit!
And again, like, he wasn't, like, he didn't make those captions on, actually, but those pictures he made, and my god, they didn't age well. I mean, he even like, his wedding was only like 2 years ago, and even he says he looks back regretfully on his wedding photos because he wore a top hat in all of them.
Oh
and even he thinks that's cringeworthy now. It's only been a few years.
Yeah, Ego Raptor, he's a thing.
He's awesome now. He was an asshole for a while.
He was a grade A prick.
His videos were funny. But again, like, you don't always get a good impression of the person just by their comedy.
Yeah.
Yep, more zombies.
Unless you watch MDB, then you know he's shit, because he is.
Yeah, you know, you don't even need to watch my vlogs. You know I'm a shit person. That's what I always hear. I know people who genuinely think I'm a terrible human because I didn't like creepypasta that they liked. Believe it or not, a video where I dryly read stories off of a script might not be the best way to know a person as a human.
Not really.
Believe it or not, you know?
Yeah.
I know it's really hard to fathom. But maybe that's not the greatest way to judge a person's character.
Yeah.
Is their ability to read a script.
Yeah.
Little did they know that you're actually not a good person or a human because you're in fact a robot.
I'm actually a Namekian. You just wait until it grows back.
Yeah.
I'm talking about all of my balls. Wow, we're really bringing things home on these full circle jokes, and I think half these jokes were made before like the fucking proper stream. Like half of them are in the fucking pre-stream, so the people watching on YouTube are gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? Wow, that dude kicked my ass. I didn't think he could one-shot me. Alright, throwing weapons it is.
Does it really count as a one-shot when you had 4 bars of health left?
Well, I mean, I'm at the highest point of health that my health regenerates to, and he killed me in one shot. So it's kind of a one shot, kind of not. Usually in this game, you kind of have a grace period where if you get knocked out when you're at fully regenerated health, it's a knockdown instead of a kill. But nope, not with this fucker. Alright, I think this is gonna be the best weapon for the rest of the game for me, is this axe. So I really want to get the money to upgrade it. Oh, there's the body. I was gonna say, where the fuck did that zombie go? Ah, God, why am I going in here? Great, the door's locked. Why are these zombies on fire? I just go into a room and all the zombies are on fire. What?
It's just Mandy typing in the chat.
Why? What's going on in the chat?
I'm just shitposting at Dylan.
Oh. I got some Molotovs. I should probably use that here.
Dark Hermit wants to know which one of the chat lesbians is your perfect anime wifey. I'm gonna go with Ash. Ash all the way.
Yeah, it's Ash. I'd go all the way with Ash. And Ash, you have no say in the matter because
Nope.
I am the one. Because I have more subscribers. It's my choice.
I'm also a fictional character.
Yeah, because you're on the internet.
Yeah.
Alright, I've defeated this boss character by setting him on fire and then closing the door so he can't get through. So he's just standing in the fire on the other side of the door. Alright, I don't think he dies, but this is gonna be a pain in the ass.
That's okay.
Oh, he was frozen for a second there. That was interesting. Yep. Well, that actually did very little damage. He was frozen today. I'm stuck. No, I made it through. Okay, that was weird. Oh, there's another one who just teleported into existence. I'm just gonna run around all these zombies, because that's a lot of them. Fuck, am I dead? Shit.
The conflicted emotions of when you're the chat's waifu, but they hate you.
It's that Stockholm syndrome. It'll be alright.
No, it won't.
Did it just teleport me to the location where I should be? Did the game give up and just beat itself for me? Oh cool, we're in a prison for international terrorists. Or as Captain Australia calls it, terrorists.
Terrorists.
They cry a lot. They drown people with their tears.
Overlord in Evil informs you that you will likely shit when you die. This is very important information to know.
Okay.
The joke's on them, because I already knew that.
I don't care if I shit when I die, because I'll be dead.
Oh no! How did you foil that?
Yeah, I won't be there to be, oh no, I shat myself, because I'll be dead. So I would say I won't give a shit, but I'll literally give a shit.
I'll try to be polite and poop before I die.
I'll make sure to put on a diaper before I die. I'll be like, I'll get stabbed in an alley and be like, starting to bleed out. I'll be like, shit, no, mugger, please, do you have a diaper on you? Like, it's my last request, dude, just do it. Oh, am I dead? I think I got swatted out of the air. I just don't want to fight these fucking zombies, I'm so sick of them.
It's really depressing that that's how you think you're gonna die. Jesus.
Stabbed in an alley?
Yes?
Yeah, well, fucking... I still have the mindset that I live in Hamilton. Well, no, I wouldn't get stabbed in the alley then. I would get stabbed in the middle of the sidewalk by a guy on a bicycle. Because that's how they do in Hamilton.
Jousting.
Yep. Game, thank you. Oh my god, it was really finicky at the angle I could climb up the ladder.
Somebody's having a bad day.
That's actually possible, Lydia. It's called a brain aneurysm.
Yep, death by shedding too hard. You can have a brain aneurysm doing that because you strain yourself too much.
Or your rectum could prolapse.
Yep. Your entire intestines could unravel down the toilet and then you accidentally flush because you're an idiot. And then, yeah, that's a horrible scenario.
Like, I'm getting horrible imagery in my mind.
Do you know what the doctor's advice is if your intestines start to spill out and go inside out? Is actually just use your hand and push it back in.
Oh my god, what?
Yeah, it's horrible, but that's what you have to do. Is you just use your hand and push it back in. Yeah, that's a thing that can happen. And you just had to push it back in by hand. It's recommended you get a friend to help you.
What? I don't think... Like, I don't think I have any friends out there who love me that much. They would just be like, fuck you, you're on your own, man.
I would do it for someone, because I don't want them to die. But yeah, horrible imagery for everybody, but I don't care, because I can't get mental imagery. Like, if something pops into my head, it's not willingly by me. I can't picture things in my head intentionally. Sometimes I see things, and sometimes I don't. And it's never by my own will. It's usually just motions I can see in my head, or a color.
But don't you, but Mo, don't you want to do the experiment to find out what happens if someone dies with their intestines out inside out, and then they shit themselves?
I'm curious.
What about that experiment?
Well, it would just come out early, because the intestine tract would be shorter. There you go, that's what happens. And just to ruin everybody watching the video even more, I've heard that the texture of having to hold on to exposed intestines is kind of like a condom filled with peanut butter.
Lovely.
That's the texture. Oh my god! Okay, we're going into the elevator that Glitch showed hardcore when we were playing it last time. I made an ice cream video out of it before, but I believe this is the elevator. You know what? It might have been Riptide. But there was an elevator where, in the background, when it opened up... No, okay, I think it was Riptide where it happened. And where there was a bunch of copies of ourselves in the back left of the elevator in T-pose jittering around. You don't know, I think it is this cutscene. Okay, look at the back left of the elevator. I want to see if it happens again. It was incredible. It was just a bunch of us in T-pose jittering up and down in the walls. No, it's not happening.
Aww.
It was incredible. I think it was Perna and Jean, where there were copies of them jittering up and down violently like they were fucking possessed. It looked like... This is definitely the cutscene. It looked... It looked like a horror game. Like, it looked like when you freeze frame on, like, fucking, like, Silent Hills or something, like PT. And you see, like, a jittering enemy in the background in a weird pose. It looked like that. It's freaky.
You know,
but they're in T-pose, so it's funny.
I wish when that guy opened the elevator and found you all on the floor unconscious, I wish the credits just rolled there.
And he's like, oh no, they're dead. Rolls credits.
Let's for... Go ahead.
This is how you know that they fucking outsourced Riptide, and that's why the programming is so much worse. When you beat this game, and you really look at the credits, all of the names are, you know, Western names. Most of them are Western-ish names you'd expect to see from a studio based in, I think, the United States. In Riptide, all of the credits are Polish.
Be careful.
I wonder if they outsourced it.
Just maybe.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say, like, I don't know if you know, but whenever they outsource programming for video games to Eastern Europe, it's usually really buggy and shit. It's only very recently that, like, Russian studios specifically started making good games. There are a lot of really good Russian indie games now, like Void Expanse, that fucking awesome game, That's a Russian studio. I remember flat out saying when I played the game, like, they sent me a key of the game early, like, way back in when I was much smaller, too. They sent me a key, and I just talked back and forth with Sergey, their PR guy, and I was like, hey, that's really nice of you to send this to me, despite being small. And they really liked that I did videos on it. And I'm like, this game is awesome. And I was like, you know, Russian studios have a really bad track record, but you guys really fucking nailed this. And they're like, thanks, man. So yeah. And like Polish studios, they only started to get a good track record after CD Projekt Red with the Witcher games. Because again, Eastern Europe has a horrible track record with video games.
We need to play more Void Expanse.
Void Expanse is awesome. I never did the multiplayer, but I want to.
Yeah, that's why I said we need to do that.
Yeah, I definitely want to give it a try. It seems fun, and Void Expanse is awesome, and it still gets patched, like, once every few months. Alright, we're in the final stretch of the game. This is where you're supposed to be fighting a big horde of enemies. You can literally see the pop-in. I'm watching enemies spawn. There's no reason to fight them. I can just walk through. And this is what you get for doing all the stamina upgrades. You can run for a really long time.
Wasn't this what you did in the playthrough as well, where you just ran past them?
I think it was, because I think even by that point we were just sick of it and just, like, skipping zombies. That's how this game always goes, though, is early on, like, you know, you're trying to do every side quest and everything, and around Act 3 is when you're just like, no, fuck it, I refuse. I'm not doing this anymore. It's too shit. Alright, might as well just walk for this part, because there's no one charging at me. Oh, I'm getting punched in the butt. I'm running. Why is cell block C so fucking long?
Because the entire prison is called Cell Block C.
Oh. Who lays out a prison like this? This layout doesn't make any fucking sense. It's just weird, haphazardly placed stairwells and prison cells. It's like a fucking labyrinth.
Why is there even a prison on a resort island?
This is actually an island prison that's off the coast of the resort place. It's for international terrorists, so it's entirely waterbound.
Right.
I believe we're at the final boss arena right now, which is why there are all the giant pile of ammo and everything.
Yeah.
Alright, I've got the Molotovs ready. Most of my weapons are busted because I don't have money. And there are people shooting at me. Cool. Let's get a gun out.
There are people shitting at you.
There are cool people shitting at me. Is that the only guy? No.
The last boss of the game is actually Metal Gear Rex.
Oh,
what?
please!
The guy that we've been following the entire game turns out to be a villain.
Oh!
Whoa!
I didn't see that coming!
Now they're eating her, and then they're gonna eat me! Oh my god!
Isn't there a DLC where you play as that guy?
Oh, please.
Yep. Ryder White.
Oh my god.
You can play his backstory.
I need this.
It's so dumb too, because he's totally not a villain for like any of the game until the very end when he turns on you for absolutely no reason. And if anything, it's because your characters are dickheads to him. Like, your characters are like, we don't give a shit that you're trying to save your fucking wife. You gotta let it go, man. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, it's not any skin off your back to help him. He's been helping you the whole game try and get off the fucking island. And in the end, like, you're just like, oh, I don't give a shit about your wife. And he's like, well, fuck it, I don't give a shit about you then. And it's like, what reason do our characters have? Other than morally judging this guy for trying to save his infected wife. We have an antidote now. And we're just trying to get it to his wife to save her. And then we're just like, let it go, man. Oh, God, it's dumb.
Oh my god.
And I know there's a little bit more to it, because like I have paid attention to the story, but I was paying way closer to attention to the story on the playthrough, and I remember having the same problem with it.
Let it go, man. Your wife's in the next dimension.
Shit. Okay, do I have a better gun than this? I don't think I do. No, that gun is horrible. I do have a better rifle, though, and I actually have ammo now. Oh! Oh, now the zombies are coming out. Oh, cool! I gotta fight the zombies and Rider White. I forgot about that.
Great.
And there wasn't a store, so I couldn't get any more health kits that I desperately needed. But luckily, the penalty for running out of health in this game and dying is basically nothing. Oh, cool. As soon as I raged, they instantly killed me because they stick you in an animation where you're twirling a knife for no reason when you use rage. I hope I don't have no rage when I get back up. Oh, cool. I actually got it back. Thank you. I thought the game would have just fucked me over on that one.
Fiery Dylan points out, you got the antidote to give it to him, and he took it off you, and now he's a villain because of that.
Yep. He has the fucking antidote. Hey, buddy, how about instead of shooting at me, use the antidote? Pro tip, you know? Because I don't think she's got much time left if she's not already a zombie.
Right.
Just use the antidote and fly away in the helicopter.
Better yet, we all put down the guns, use the antidote, and then we get in the helicopter together and leave. No hard feelings. I don't give a shit, dude. I just want to survive.
Seriously.
Hey, Mah-Dry. I forget, have you ever played any Civilization games?
I did a very long time ago. I don't even remember which one it was. I was a really little kid.
You gotta get back into them sometime, because I need more people to play Civ with. I got no issue, like, running you through and teaching you, like, the high-level strategy and shit, because, like, that's what I do.
Yeah.
To quote Mark Henry.
I think you gifted me Civ 4, so I guess I'll play that one.
Yeah, I think I did. It goes on sale a lot. Civ 4 is my favorite one. Most considered to be the best one because its scaling is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Civ 5 is one of the most popular games in all of Steam. It's a lot more user-friendly to get into, but it's also like the most different one in the series. And Civ 6 is coming out in 2.5 months, I believe.
Nice.
And Civ 6 is heavily based off Civ 5, not the previous one, so... But still, like, if you get a feel for a Civ game, you do learn a lot of skills that translate over to every Civ game. Yet it gives you a mind for it, even if a lot of the mechanics work differently.
Like
Nice.
if you play as Gandhi, you nuke everyone.
Exactly, that was actually a thing from the first game. That's an actual thing, is Gandhi's AI is the most likely AI in the game to use a nuke in every Civ game. And
Jesus Christ.
it's a reference to the first game. In Civilization 1, I actually know the programming behind it. In Civilization 1, the aggression of AI, the AI was very simple, and the aggression system was just that every AI had a set number between 1 and 10, and that is how aggressive they are. Or rather, between 0 and 10, and that is how aggressive they are. And different government types would modify that number. So Genghis Khan had the highest aggression at 10, and that could be bumped up to 11 if he goes with, I believe it was like communism, despotism, any very authoritarian thing, and his aggression would go up by 1. And naturally, if you went with republic or democracy, your aggression would go down by 1. And that was some of the modifiers for the AI. Well, Gandhi had an aggression of 0.
I
which
know what you're
means,
going to say.
Yeah. Gandhi had an aggression of 0, which means he will never declare an offensive war. He will have some military and he'll try and defend himself, but he'll never be the one to initiate a war. So that went wrong, because his AI also was set, so of course he has 0 aggression, so naturally he will go republic and then democracy. And that lowers your aggression. Well, his aggression was 0, so due to a programming bug, what would happen is as soon as he researches the republic, which was a high priority research target for him, he would immediately have the game wouldn't know what to do and would set his aggression to 99.
Oh.
All of a sudden, like, now players wouldn't immediately catch on that he's super aggressive because he would be a republic or a democracy.
Right.
So as a republic or democracy, his council actually needs to vote on if they declare war or not. So they could vote against him, and so you might not know that he's constantly trying to declare war and his council's rejecting him because Gandhi doesn't tend to build a big military. But later in the game, because of his aggression, he will have a big military. And what happens there is by the time he's got a big military, his government will start approving his request to declare war, and he'll start just mass stockpiling nuclear weaponry.
Jesus.
So what happens is he just starts nuking like crazy. So as an in-joke reference to that, by the end, in every other Civ game where the AI was a lot more robust and like, you know, every leader has different priorities and different things, they fixed it so Gandhi was never super aggressive again. However, from then on, he would always have the highest nuke chance if someone declared war on him and he had uranium.
Oh my.
It's really fun.
Sounds like it.
Of course, Civilization was only mimicking real life, which was the fact that Gandhi had secretly gone insane and was stockpiling nuclear weapons.
I hope.
Ash, you play Civ. We need to all play Civ together.
Yeah.
I haven't played Civ with someone in forever.
We don't need to play Civ.
Such an intense cutscene.
Did the same development team make Colonization? Because I played that one.
Civilization colonization?
Yeah.
Or like colonization, like... Yeah, they made that. In fact, Civilization colonization, the more modern one, was not only made by Firaxis, which is the same studio, but it was made in the engine of Civ 4.
Yeah.
But the original colonization, yeah, that was Sid Meier's colonization, and the new one is a remake of that. In fact, you own the new one. It comes with the Civilization 4 pack.
Cool, because I played the old Colonization for like Windows 95.
Yeah. Oh, that was a fantastic game. And people will often ridicule the new remake because they think it's not the greatest. I think it's really good, but there is a fan mod that adds all of the old stuff back in and makes it incredible.
Oh, I need to play that.
Yeah.
That sounds
and
good.
It's all made in the Civ 4 engine and everything, so it's got the same controls, and it's just really good. Really fantastic game.
I remember really loving Colonization.
Yeah, Colonization was a great game. Sid Meier made a lot of great games. And it's funny because people think that like he got famous with Civilization. Yes, before that he was known for flight sims. Sid Meier actually had 15 years in game development before Civilization.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a great game dev, and he still is. And boom.
Dylan points out you should do a series where you teach me to play Civ for one episode and then never make another episode of it again.
Oh no,
we haven't had a chance.
We don't care about died.
That was the final boss.
No, she fell over the thing because she was shot.
Oh, you're at that part. Oh, you'll see the final boss in a second.
Did the cure not work?
No.
Who would have thought?
What do you know? Injecting yourself with the blood of other people isn't sanitary.
Yeah. Unless you have...
Oh my god, was that the final fucking boss? Oh my god!
You remember when I was telling you guys the whole game that, like, Logan's rage ability is just overpowered?
Yeah. That was pretty sad.
The final boss of Riptide is actually a bit of a challenge. But honestly, if I fought that guy legit, he wouldn't be any hard, because he's basically just a thug, but faster.
He wouldn't be any
you climb a ladder, and you shoot him until he jumps up, and then you jump down, and you shoot him until he jumps down, and you repeat. The game's done.
Congratulations.
He wouldn't be any hard. That's what you said.
Yeah. You can't get hard. And there are no pills for that. Not when you're a zombie.
I mean, it's called rigor mortis, so it'll get hard eventually.
Yeah.
The chat is very disappointed right now.
Hey, I'm the one playing it. This is my second time beating it. This is the definitive edition. First time I beat it on the definitive edition.
Humanitarian aid is on its way, and you can be sure that the virus, or whatever it is, will not...
We can't get hard. 10 out of 10 IGN.
What is happening in Benoi? For the moment, all flights in and out have been cancelled.
Shit, man, I can't believe we made it.
It's a really good thing that one of them knew how to fly a helicopter.
Yeah.
As long as the world is the way it used to be.
And this dude's, I want to point out too, this dude who's flying us out of here was at the fucking, he was an international terrorist. He was at the international terrorist prison.
Oh.
And oh no, they're hinting that he's evil.
Dun dun dun.
If I remember correctly, the opening of Riptide is that we get shot down by the military trying to contain the virus. And then we need to like work our way. Then we like had to crash land, and then we need to like contact a military officer who's on our side and like work our way through.
Oh yeah.
And there's another playable character in Riptide as well, who's the melee or the what do you call it? Like the unarmed combat master. Is gonna play Who Do You Voodoo. I'm just gonna hit continue and skip this. That's Dead Island. Definitive Edition. I can definitively say it is the same game, but it looks very slightly better. It is the same game. The menus are a little bit better, because the menus in the previous one had weird mouse acceleration issues. That's the game. It's done.
The cutscenes were a little less janky than usual.
The final boss battle with Ryder White lasted about 4 seconds.
Oh, so sad.
So I'm absolutely burning to death. So I think this is a good ending point for the stream today. Tomorrow is the last day of Camp Hitbox, and I think I'm going to take a few days off streaming after that. At least until the heat dies down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is my 6th day streaming in a row in a heat wave.
I get it.
So tomorrow, I'll figure something out for Camp Hitbox stream tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.
Bye. What the fuck kind of sign-off was that, Ash?
A good one.